Okay. Hey everyone, how's it going? Hans Schaff here with Bob of Retro Foam. We're here with my tiny house trailer right now, spraying the insulation in the floor. And we've got some 2 inches of closed cell going down with 6 inches of open cell on top. And I've got Bob here, who's the owner of the company, Retro Foam. And I'm just going to share with you a little bit about why we're doing spray foam insulation versus fiberglass or some others. So Bob's going to share with us a little bit about some of the benefits of why to go with spray foam, whether it's closed cell or open cell. So Bob, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How about you?
Doing great. So what you advised me, so we've got 8 inches of subfloor that we're trying to insulate,
Right.
and you'd advised it was best to do 2 inches of or 2 inches of the closed cell.
2 inches of closed cell will be a moisture barrier, and it'll make it good and rigid and firm. And the open cell on top of it will up the R value tremendously. So with 6 inches of foam, you have about an R36 in your floor. A little better than that, but we'll just call it R36. Foam seals up every little crack, crook, and cranny. I mean, you can look around and you can see where it comes out of every little hole, every little spot, and it seals it up, and you're off and running.
Yeah.
For energy efficiency.
So how would that compare to like fiberglass or some other?
Now, I've got a demonstrator that'll show you about how air will just blow right through fiberglass and cellulose. It's 8 inches of fiberglass and 8 inches of cellulose, and I've got there's like a hair dryer heater with a blower, and then you can, and I've got the foam right in the middle, right on top of the heater and the blower, and you can see the air coming up both sides with a ping pong ball dancing on the cellulose and the fiberglass, but you won't see it with the foam. Only 2 inches of foam.
Really?
Really.
And how much? That's probably 3.5 inches of fiberglass or whatever.
No, it's 8 inches of fiberglass.
8 inches.
And
Wow.
8 inches of cellulose.
Okay.
So the air blows right through it. So the air filtration is zero with foam, where with fiberglass and foam, it just blows, or fiberglass and cellulose, it just blows right through.
And cellulose, that's the stuff that they put in netting? Is that the cellulose?
Cellulose, there's a couple different ways of installing cellulose. One is they blow down a layer in an attic, make it 4, 6, and whatever inches thick.
Okay.
But the conditioned air goes right through it, and over time cellulose packs down, and as it packs down, it loses its R value. Foam doesn't do that either.
And the fiberglass is the stuff that you see on the bats, the fiberglass. It's got paper
Bats,
in the
they have
back.
float fiberglass also, and it's the same story. Another thing, rodents won't nest in the foam, but they will the cellulose and the fiberglass. You can go up in a lot of attics and you see little holes, little tunnels.
Yeah, because it's loose. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not.
they'll burrow right through it.
And I think that was the thing Bill, the salesman, was telling me as well, is that it's not even so much the R value, it's the fact that the R value is much greater with spray foam, but it's because it doesn't even allow air to pass through, so
Right,
it doesn't even, you can't even compare.
That's the
one to
air
other.
filtration part of the R value equation, let's call it. Yeah, that's the story there. Foam jumps, because it stops the air filtration, your R value just jumps right up.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do a little zoom in here, get him a little closer look of. So, and tell them a little bit about your company too. But I know the way I found you guys, actually, my trailer manufacturer had given me your information as well. There's the name of the company, Retro Foam, reduced utility costs of 50%, and they're spraying the open cell right now on top of the closed cell that we already had put down. And it literally dried so fast, he's actually walking on top of the closed cell that he just sprayed.
Yeah, it only takes a second or two for the foam to cure. It sprays on like paint, then it expands, and once it expands, that's it. It's cured. It's ready to go. You can trim it, whatever you need to do with it. So we'll trim this all off. You'll be good to go.
Yeah. And with the tiny house trailer, what's really important, I really wanted this closed cell on the bottom as well, because I could have done open cell the whole way, which still would have given me probably the sufficient R value.
Right. You wanted the closed cell on the bottom because it's a moisture barrier.
Right.
2 inches of closed cell qualifies as a moisture barrier. So that's why they call it closed cell. It'll float in the water where open cell will suck water.
Yeah.
Okay, so you put your closed cell down first, and then you put your open cell on the top of it.
And of course, as you're going down the road, I mean, there's 2 feet of clearance there you can see. So as I'm going 50 miles an hour down the road driving this thing, there's gonna be lots of water debris or possibly salt or snow
Right.
could be, flicking up underneath. So it's
Yeah.
important to me to get that sealed up.
Yeah, you've done it right. You put a metal barrier, metal plate there for a deck, and then the closed cell. Yeah, that's the right way to do it.
Yeah, yeah. And so we'll be doing the same thing. So you can see the back there. The reason we're not spraying the back there, it's actually going to be a deck. And so the water just passes straight through. There's no harm there. It's not going to go into the subfloor or anything. So it's 2.5 foot deck in the back. We've got about a 30.5 feet of main deck. And then on top there, where they're already scarfing and cutting it down, that's the bedroom, about 8.5 feet long.
Right.
So, and then once we get the subfloor on top and we get the walls framed up and everything's dried in, I got the wire. I'll do the walls with 3.5 inches of closed cell. Again, for that, it's going to add strength to the walls as well.
Yeah, closed cell lad. Now they tell me 300% of strength to a building.
Wow.
Now that's what they tell me. I know it adds strength, but I can't guarantee 300%.
But whereas fiberglass will add zero
Nothing.
strength.
Zero.
Yeah.
Nothing.
So they'll be going in, and then on the ceiling, I'm going to do 2x4s on 12-inch centers, since it's only a 4 foot or 8 foot span.
Yeah.
2 4-foot joists basically. So I think just 3.5 inches of closed cell there will be sufficient as well.
Oh yeah. That'll give you an about an R20 something.
Yeah.
That's plenty good.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for joining. If you have any questions, real quick, for Bob or for myself about the tiny house, let me know down below. Otherwise, we're gonna end this broadcast for now, and maybe we'll come back in a little bit once we got it all scarfed down, so you can kind of see the final product. But they're going pretty quick. This will be done here soon. We're hoping it doesn't rain. It's kind of gray skies today, but it's going good. So we'll see you guys in the next post.